let's go for a walk. Come. Hey honey bunches, how's it going? I'm attempting a daily vlog today. Yes I am, I know. I don't even recall when I did one of these last, probably for Vlogmas 2016. I'm actually the only one home today, apart from you, Harvey, because I just came back from our family holiday thing on the New South Wales coast around the, not that this will mean much to many people, but the Tathra, Tura, Marimbula area, which is quite nice. I'll flash through now some of the fab nosh I had. A lot of tofu, but found some vegan options, and many of them were fab. And it was really nice weather. Didn't do any swimming because it wasn't really hot enough for that. And the main beach that we were staying on had like heaps of blue bottle jellyfish washed up, which didn't enthuse the inner swimmer. Anyway, we're coming back at different times and I'm the first one back, so it's just me and Harvey for today. So I thought, well, that removes some embarrassment by other people hearing me talk to the camera, so let's do it. It's not a very interesting day, a lot of jobbies. It's currently Valentine's Day, and do I have any plans, Harvey? That'd be a big fat no. I'm getting my braces tightened and I have to take my orthodontist dog for a walk because I do that, so that acts like a $20 rebate. But she's a lovely dog, so she will be my half date as well as Harvey, and yeah, otherwise it's just ticking off things I've been wanting to get done. Hopefully this sniffle of hay fever buggers off. First off, I thought I would show you, while we were in the area that we went to a lot of op shops and I got some fab things. The first thing is this red turtleneck woolen light jumper. This will be interesting because I do find it a bit itchy around the neck, but it's a very nice, well preserved Australian vintage Slade brand, and it's quite nice. Vintage wool, if you buy it from an op shop, is hands down having a less impact on the environment than buying a new acrylic something or other. So from that point of view, and also the type of style that I like, is generally going to be found in an op shop in woolen form. So you do you, but that's my little take. I think I've already explained that. Anyway, that's the first thing. The second thing has just finished in the washing machine, and it's this polar fleece jumper, hoodie type of thing with lots of stars on it. It has, like, I don't know about these thick bottoms and ends of sleeves, but I'm all for stars on polar fleece, so yeah. And it was $3.50. Oh! The next thing I got is a serious fashion statement, I feel, for me. It's in the ironing pile. It's this sort of pinafore dress, which has pockets at the back and at the front. I have a blue skivvy, which I'll hopefully look out for a cream or white type skivvy as well to wear under it, and maybe some blue tights. I'm gonna remove the belty hooky things because, well, I don't have one of them for this, but Yeah. Kind of 60s-y. So cool. And the next thing is near the sewing machine because it's going to have a little bit taken off the bottom and probably in at the sides, but it's just a sort of simple shifty type dress in viscose. Just has a button at the back and it's a nice simple flower line drawing, and it's a vintage Suzanne. And I can imagine wearing this with a white tee underneath and with these on the bottom. Oh, and I forgot, there's two non-fashion-y things. The first one is this crocheted or knitted blanket. It's in the shape of like a star. I just folded it over. But I used to have this crochet blanket on my chair as like a warmer for my legs or shoulders when it gets a bit breezy. But it stretched a lot, that one, and this one is a much tighter knit and it's a lot thicker. So that made a lot more sense and it's really nice, and it was only $4 or something. And then the last thing in general, I just found some more vintage postcards, which anyone who's ordered anything from my Etsy shop will know that I write like a little handwritten message on something like this, a vintage postcard of some sort. Yeah, along with it, so I can't remember where I started. Yes, I think that's everything. I had quite a successful run, which definitely has restored my faith in op shops because there was a bit of a dry spell there for a while. Harvey, no one else is home, it's just me. I think Harvey's waiting for Mum, who's not here. Harvey, she's not here, it's just me. I'm now going to edit the pictures. They're mainly food pics that I took while away, to put them on Insta and also post a video before 10 o'clock when I have to get my braces tightened.
It is said that you cannot be found under rocks, a broken skull. I will lay down, I will lay down, I can be found.
So the uploading of a video didn't happen, but at least I edited my images. It's so cold, my tits are falling off. Ugh. Okay, bye. Always a great sign, one of the top 10 signs of positive aging. Now that I'm back, I will post another video and spruik it on Instagram and post the other stuff that I meant to on Instagram from my trip. I think Harvey's a bit cold today too, because it really is quite chilly. Yes it is, yes it is. Okay, well that took longer than expected, but I will now have some leftovers for lunch. And last night I jazzed up a recipe which I've made quite a few times from the family Hetty McKinnon book, but I added some roasted cauliflower and kale. I meant to add pomegranate too, but it's not pomegranate season, so I didn't have it, but here it is. And a bit of heating up, it shall come back to life in a groovy way. While lunch is heating up, I can tell you some fab moments from our little extended weekend away. We went to this animal sanctuary called Pottery Palace. A horrible name, but I don't know why the palace had to be in the title, because there wasn't a palace, and the potteries were kind of just in every section of animals that wouldn't eat them. So it's not like they were living grandly in large numbers. But there was like every single Australian animal there, and a peacock. And they had like free roaming kangaroos, and you could feed them some giblety things, and oh my gosh, they were so sweet, they were so gentle. Like we have chooks, and I think just from feeding them sunflower seeds a lot to get them back in their like pen at night so they don't get eaten by a fox, I'm totally used to like the chook just like grabbing the flesh on your palm and it being a very aggressive, beaky experience. So them like just nibbling the kangaroos, nibbling the little gibbly thing on your palm, and then they allowed you to scratch their chest, and they would sort of go, ooh, so nice, like, oh, scratch me there. I don't know what I'm doing, but it was so sweet, so gentle, and so soft. And I have patted kangaroos many times in my life, but none as sweet and gentle as these. So we were staying in an Airbnb that looked down onto Tura Beach, which is like a long 3 kilometre stretch of quite wild Pacific Ocean. And it wasn't really swimming weather. Not that we would have, because there were heaps of blue bottle jellyfish washed up. Oh, I already said that. Yeah. Another funny thing that we saw on that beach though, because we did lots of beach walks, was a seagull holding in its beak quite a large seahorse. It was dead, but it was going to enjoy that snack, and it had a little flock of seagulls following it in its wake going, that sounds exotic, I want a bit of that. I don't know why, but I got quite fixated on playing chess while we were staying at the Airbnb, because I had a chess set, and so I like roped in my dad and my brother to play like, I don't know, like 40 games in total against me. I'm really shit at it. I wish my brain would work that way and it would foresee like every step, but it just doesn't, and that makes me a bit angry, and so I just wanted to keep playing and win. But I think my problem is, maybe for like netball games, I'm too attack. Like I want to attack and I don't defend, or like just do both at the same time, or I'm just not throwing that sort of way of thinking about the game out the window and adopting the way that would be more successful. So out of all the games, I really only won 3, which happened because my dad had like brain aneurysms at like, he didn't actually, but like just brain fades at like key moments where I could attack. While I was away, I also watched all of the Netflix series Sex Education, which a friend recommended to me. In the first couple of episodes, you are like, this is quite, I don't know if I like this, because it's so different. But by the 4th episode, I guarantee you will be hooked. Well, I can't speak for you, but just give it a bit of time. It's so good. It's such an important like series that does so many things right. I would highly recommend. Super gripping and breaks so many stereotypes and just talks about things how they should be talked about, not in the way we do. But yeah, totally recommend it. I love the cat. Ow. My 2 favourite characters were definitely what are their names? Lily and Ola. It's my Everest. Speaking of which, because that was a reference to Friends, since I'm home alone and it's holidays and I don't need another reason, I'm gonna eat this while watching an episode or 2 of Friends. I'm on the last season, which I'm actually kind of glad about, because there are other things I want to be doing in my spare time, like reading. I need to get back into reading some novels before uni starts up again, and readings take over my eyeballs' attention span. So yeah, last season it is.
It is said that you cannot be found under rocks. broken skull, I will lay down.
Right. I'm going to go walk the other dog for now. So many wires. And I'll show you her face. Probably won't bring the camera while we're walking because I don't have a pocket big enough, but that's what I'm going to do now. This is Lexi. Lexi, say hi. No, but stay back there. Don't come forward. Lovely angle. Good girl. Good girl. No, no. Ah, okay. We're at a new park today. Some new sights and sensory experiences for Lexi. I'm gonna listen to a adulting podcast, number 24, Common Fat and Faggy with Scotty. I really don't know anything about this person, but she rambles on in a way that I quite like about adulting related stuff. That's what we're gonna do, isn't it? Yes it is. Oh, I have battery. Alright, see ya, bye. Hey Honeybunches, back from the walk. I'm gonna charge my battery because it's flashing, and I'll fill you in on what I've got up to while this has been charging when it's done doing that. Ciao. So, it's now 4:06, Harvey's been fed. As a geriatric dog, his dinner time has come more forward as he's gone older. If it looks like I've been crying, I have, but that was just because of a song. I cry really easily. I'm like Olivia Colman. I cry all the time, but I'm fine. So, I haven't actually done that much. Just more admin things, lists, things to do before uni, getting a bit organised, and I've been doing a bit of video brainstorming, which actually I don't find that easy these days. I can imagine myself still doing YouTube at the end of this year, but in 2 years' time, I don't know. To be honest, I'm very, what's the word, apprehensive, intimidated by the idea of finishing uni, because it's sort of a bit of a security blanket for when people ask, what are you doing with your time? I take comfort in it being a very socially acceptable, super privileged, but socially acceptable like thing to do at my age. Whereas you have to be a bit bolder when you go on your own path. Yeah, so video ideas, you're welcome to spit forth. Although really my main problem is not ideas, it's just finding one which I feel enthused to do. But I think right now I'm going to read 20 pages because I'm trying to do that every day of my book I'm reading at the moment, The Soul of an Octopus, and it's really good. It's non-fiction and it sort of tells this 50-year-old lady's encounters with various octopus interspersed with like a heck ton of information about them, and they really are like the closest thing to an alien on this planet. It's really good. I guess some fun facts that I've learnt. If you have an octopus stuck on you and it won't go off, won't get off, and it's getting close to your face, which you don't want them to be doing because they can literally pull out an eyeball because they're really strong, then just douse them in fresh water. That's not a very vegan thing to say, but you know, Judy might call. And I have a favourite passage from it. It's not very long, but I'll try and find it and read it to you now. Okay, so this is talking about how they entertain the octopuses at Seattle Aquarium, because they're quite intelligent and otherwise they'll get bored. So it reads, at the Seattle Aquarium, Sammy the giant Pacific octopus enjoyed playing with a baseball-sized plastic ball that could be screwed together by twisting the two halves. The staffer put food inside the ball, but later was surprised to find that not only had the octopus opened the ball, it had screwed it back together when it was done. Another toy was constructed from plastic tubing through which pet gerbils liked to tunnel, rather than probe into the tunnel with his arms, which was what the aquarists had expected. Sammy liked to unscrew the pieces, and then when he was done, he handed them off to his tank mate, the anemone. The anemone, who, like all of its kind, was brainless, held onto the pieces with a tentacle for a while, bring them to his mouth, and finally spat them out. For some reason that makes me really emotional. Poor Octopus stuck with like a brainless friend in his tank, and then him just like saying, "Oh, thanks. Yeah, I don't know what to do with this." Yeah, every time. Makes me tear up, but anyway, I'm gonna read some of this. Found a friend. There are so many white tips on him. I was gonna make a soup tonight, split pea soup, but I still have some of that salad left. Doesn't really make much sense to not eat it up now, even though when it's delicious. So I might have some of that with a burger that's in the freezer. Probably some washing up first. This is turning into a gripping vlog. I didn't even film like the excursions I had. Not that they were particularly interesting, but sorry if it's like, wow, clap clap for interesting day. It's just what it is, isn't it? I'm fine. I'll add some soothing tones over the vid, and hopefully it'll at least get a 3-star rating from you folk. Before I do that washing up, I'm gonna have some of these cotton candy grapes. I got them from Woolworths. They taste how you think they'd taste. Like a weird sugary, vanilla-y fairy floss upon the first pop, and then it's just like a normal grape. I have to admit, I've had a few which just taste 100% grape. And I think they are more expensive than normal grapes, so I'll probably just get them the once, but they're fun.
Aren't you a handsome little man? Aren't you a handsome little man? Here's the camera, Harvey. Oh, you're so handsome, Harvey.
Okay, well, still feeling like I have a bit of cooking oomph. Ow, my mouth's full of extra metal. Extra cooking oomph in me. It's Valentine's Day. Would it be too OTT if I made myself a chocolate self-saucing pudding? Probably. Am I gonna make it? Yeah, what the heck.
Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 please don't take him just because you can. Your beauty is beyond compare, with flaming locks of auburn hair, with ivory skin and eyes of emerald green. Your smile is like a breath of spring, your voice is soft like summer rain, and I cannot compete with you, Jolene. He talks about you in his sleep, and there's nothing.
Ooh, hello alien do-face. But I'm gonna let this cool, watch another episode of Friends, and just chill out for the rest of the evening. It's 7:15. I'll sign off here. Thanks for watching Honey Bunches. Hope you're doing super well. Would you be keen for more daily vlogs? I can always just do them on more interesting days. That's totally fine too. Anyway, see you in the next video. Lots of love. Bye.
Jolene.